In this video, I'm going to show you how to take away and add negative numbers. So here we've got one number, take away another number. I can put any number in here and I can put any number in here. So I have every right to put a negative 2 into here. I can put any number in here. I just want to take away a negative 3. So to do this, your eyes are zoom into this negative here. It feels uncomfortable having a negative inside this bubble. So immediately take it out. So you pick it up and then take it out. But then two negatives makes a positive. So whenever you have two negatives, it turns into a positive. So it boils down to us doing this. So to do this, this is your start. This is your start. This is your direction, and this is your steps. So you start at negative 2, so this is your number line here. So imagine you're standing here, you start at negative 2. This is your direction. You have to move in the, well, this is add, so you move to the right. If it's take away, you move to the left. So in our case, we want to move to the right by this many steps, by 3. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is right here, this location right here. It turns out to be the number 1. Okay, so let me give you another one. So hang on. So we've got two numbers. We've got two numbers. We can add or take away. In this case, I want to add. So let's say negative 4, add negative 2. So what is this equal to? Okay, so to do this, your eyes zoom into the negative. It feels uncomfortable having a negative in here. So immediately take it out. When you take it out, you have one positive and one plus. Remember, if it's a negative and a negative, it turns into a positive. But here, the negative, if you have one positive and one negative, the negative is always stronger than the positive. So the negative overtakes the positive. So it becomes negative. So remember, negative and a negative. And whenever you have a negative and a positive, the negative is always stronger than the positive. So it turns into a negative. If you have a negative and a negative, it turns into a positive. Anyway, back to this thing. This is your start, your starting location. So imagine you're standing here. And this is your direction. If you add, you move to the right. If it's take away, you move to the left. So in this case, it's take away. So you minus this many steps, 2 steps. So you're starting here, 1, 2. So this is your answer, this location right here. It turns out to be a negative 6. Okay, so another example. So another example. Any number equals what? Okay, so let's say let's do 3, and then you plus a negative 5. So your eyes zoom into here. It feels uncomfortable having a negative, so you take it out. And then a negative is always stronger than a positive, so it supersedes the positive there. So it boils down to this. So you start, this is your start, you start at 3, and this is your direction. You if it's add, you move to the right. If it's take away, you move to the left. In our case, we want to move to the left by this many steps, by 5 steps. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This location here is our answer. It turns out to be negative 2. Okay, so one last one. So one number take away another number equals what? Let's just say negative 4, and then take away any number. I can take away any number. I want to take away a negative 5. So what's our answer? So your eyes are zooming to the negative. It feels uncomfortable having this negative inside this bubble. So take it out. Here you've got two negatives. 2 negative turns into a positive. So now this is your starting position. You start at -4. So that's you starting right here. You're standing here. You add, so you move to the right. If it's take away, you move to the left. In our case, we want to move to the right by this many steps, by 5 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This here is our answer. It is the number 1. Okay.